Hello guys and welcome back to Happy Freak Friends. I'm Chris X and today we're playing Duelyst and I will show you this time how I beat, actually this is my last match, the boss battle, Scion of the Void. I've beaten him with Abyssian. I'm gonna show you first the deck that I've used and afterwards the battle, how I played it, what kind of tactics I used. It's gonna be a long one because the tactics didn't work exactly as I planned, but in the end everything was fine and I beat him pretty easily. But let's start first with the general that I've used. So I've been using this deck only a few days. I'm not so familiar with this deck. I've used it in a few battles. It was not so successful. I could say about 40% success, on the season ladder, but anyways, let's see which cards I've used. So, first of all, I've used Maev, the general from Abyssian, that she can sacrifice a minion in order to summon a 4/4 husk nearby, and it makes also 2 damage, so you will need some cards in order to give some health to your general. So, first card that I've used was a Darkfire Sacrifice. It's not so necessary, but always useful. It depends when you're gonna use it. Secondly, 3 times the Sphere of Darkness in order to make a Shadow Creep, but also to draw a card. This is the most important because we need to draw cards. Then, from neutral minions, I've used 3 times the Azure Herald because he gives you 3 health. 3 times the Demonic Lure. You're already familiar with this card, everybody's using this. Twice Gore. Actually, you can replace Gore with Sarlacc, because I'll use also Sarlacc, but because I didn't have the spirit in order to craft 3 Sarlacc, I've used 2 of the Gores and 1 Sarlacc. 2 Healing Mystic, 3 times Larking Fear, because you need to lower the cost of Dying Wish minions, because I've got many. 1 Nightmare Operon, you can replace it with something else, but with Dying Wish, it's useful, because you have also the Larking Fear. Sarlacc the Eternal, only 1. Actually, you can put 3 if you have the Spirit. If you don't, use Gore. 3 times Punish, because you never know when you're gonna need it, since you just make 1 damage to any minion, and with this card you destroy it. It's very useful, and I think I'm gonna use it sometimes in the battle, but anyway, I don't remember exactly. 1 time Cacophonous. I use all the Dying Wish minions, as you see, so focus on Dying Wish minions. 3 times Desolator. This is expensive card. It costs 900 each. Spirit. It's a little bit expensive, I know. I crafted them. I used most of my spirit for them, but it's very useful since it steals 2 health from the enemy general and gives it to you, and not only that, because when he dies it returns to your action bar. So you have unlimited Desolators. Unless of course somebody will dispel it. But since you have 3, that's not gonna be a problem. And you will see actually in the video how many times I've used him, because this is a very important card for this match. Very important card. So 2 times Joltas, because he summons a Tombstone with Provoke nearby, near your general. And a Comata, because I didn't have Spirit to craft more, because you draw 2 minions with Dying Wish from your deck upon its death, very useful in order to fill your deck. 1 Reaper of the 9 Moons is flying, very useful, and with a nice Dying Wish, summon a random minion from the opponent's deck. It depends, you have to be lucky. A Betrayal, very powerful card, especially when the opponent's general is surrounded by his minions, because the minions will attack their general. That's absolutely amazing. 3 Grimes is also upon luck, because you summon 2 minions, 1 upon opening and 1 upon dying. So you summon a random minion from any tribe. That can be a 1 cost card up to 8 cost cards. So it depends on your luck, but also very powerful because with him 2 more minions come in order to support you. 1 Klaxon. you can just use any provoke. I'm using provoke because sometimes you need it, but Klaxon is also good because he turns 6 random space in Shadow Creep, and that's also very useful, especially if you use Cassiva and not Maeve, but now we're using Maeve. 1 Necrotic Sphere, which is also very useful because it destroys all minions nearby your general. So if you're surrounded by the enemy minions, you just use this card and you're free to go. Actually, I don't think I've used it in this match, but anyways, it's always useful to have one of these. 1 Vorpal Reaver. Some YouTubers actually use 3 of them. It's very useful because it's celerity, it costs only 6, it has a very nice Dying Wish because it summons 6 Wraithlings. It's very powerful, but I had only Spirit to use 1. A Grandmaster Variac. I didn't use him at all. It's very nice card, very amazing because it changes your Bloodbound spell. You're familiar with this card. As an opponent, I've seen it many times and I was devastated. But anyways, I haven't used it as well. And finally, a Spectral Revenant. Some people use it 3 times. It's again golden, legendary. It's useful because rush card. You damage a minion and it deals automatically 4 damage to the general. Is amazing card, but I haven't used it, I think, as well. But anyways, since you've seen the deck that I've used, now let's go to the battle. So in the beginning, I started with a Grandmaster Varier, which I will replace, and also this is very useful in the beginning because I'm gonna use it right away. You know what this card is. It just lowers the cost of all Dying Wish minions by 1. So I'm gonna use it right away. And also I was lucky because one of my Gores were in the first 5 cards, which is very useful because I'm gonna use it many times with my spell, with my Bloodbound spell. Because as long as you have a minion that never leaves from the chessboard, I can say chessboard because it is a chessboard. As long as you have a minion that never leaves, it means that you can sacrifice it as many times as you want without losing him. So next card, I used it, the Dark Fight. I don't know why, or actually, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, of course, because I used the Desolator. So he was even cheaper, and I also had enough Spirit, how's this called, in order to use Necromata as well. So in the beginning, everything goes pretty good, pretty easily. And of course, this is the bad thing because the Scion of the Void, except for that he's flying, and actually it's gonna be fun in the future in the match here, because he used flying only when he really needed it. He deals double damage on counter attacks. This means, and also he restores his health. When he counter attacks, he restores his health back to him. So sometimes I didn't realize that I did this mistake. You're gonna see it next. Actually, the most important in the beginning is to use one of these. I prefer Sarlacc. I'm lucky because Sarlacc is here. I'm gonna use him later. And it's very useful to have Dying Wish monsters, minions, because you using them with the Lurking Fear, they're gonna cost 1 minus, and you have 3 Lurking Fears, and you're gonna use eventually all of them. It's gonna be even much easier to summon them. For example, Grimes costs normally 6, but he already costs 5. Sarlacc costs 3, but he costs now 2. And yeah, actually Desolator, because I've used him and he already came back, this Lurking Fear spell doesn't affect him anymore. Of course, I have more Desolators in the deck, and you're gonna see it next. So actually I make the mistake. As you saw, he attacked him. He had 19, he attacked him, but he took far back, because he takes exactly the points that he counter attacks. So So if he will counter attack 4, it means that he will take back 4. If he will have more attack and he will counter attack 6 because the double of 3, he will have 6 more health points. It's very important not to hit him when he counterattacks. It's better to let him attack by himself in order not to take double points back. It's difficult, I know, because you can summon like 10 monsters around him, but none of them can attack him. Well, actually they can, but generally, in my opinion, it's better to let him attack each time alone. So he has most of the times, I don't know why I laugh here, what did I see? Most of the times he's using minions from Abyssian, but the most important thing is not to let him keep them for a long time. As you see here, okay, I put Grimes, the first minion that appears is a Battle Pelt, Zor. I think I laughed because of it. Yeah, actually because of him I laughed. I don't know why it has a delay. Anyways, this is useful as well, of course, because one mech monster will appear on your deck bar. Anyways, that's not the most important. So I killed Grimes, so I was lucky here because this minion appeared. You can appear anything. That's the most important with Grimes. When you use Grimes, you can summon 2 minions, one upon his opening and one upon his death, but it can be any kind of minion with cost 1 up to 8. You never know what can appear. It's always a surprise. So he died fast. Actually, here everything looks that he's winning me. Actually, he's devastating me here because I've left only with 2 minions, and he is back to 30. He has 4 attack already, so it means that everything that counter attacks gonna give him 8 health back. So he has full health, and I had 13. Now I have 19. Anyways, you're gonna need to be patient in this game. This game is gonna take a long time unless you have a fantastic deck that will devastate him. I don't know which kind of deck should this be. I really don't know because I'm not so experienced player in Duelyst. I haven't played for so much time. I play only the few months. Anyway, so now he's attacking my general, attacking my minions. I've already used once, I think, my Bloodbound spell. So he's bringing more powerful minions. He has the Ultas, he has Black Solus, he has plenty of minions around. So you don't know what's next, what move is gonna be next. This is mine, I think. Yes, I brought Cacophonous. Of course, I think that is gonna be useless because he's... yeah, I know. I did this for some reason later. I think something he did later. I don't know why the delay. I mean, that's weird. Oh, okay, that's still my turn. I don't know why I used this emoji. Yeah, of course. Now I remembered. Soon, of course, I don't understand the delay. Anyway, so that's what he did. He attacks a minion of mine, and when he attacks, he won't take back any health points, so this is the most important. So the first thing that he will do, and that's why I use this emoji, is gonna be... where is it? Yeah, it's gonna be the Dark Transformation. You're gonna use it here. So obviously I didn't use Cacophonous as I needed. Anyways, he's using his strategy. Mostly his strategy is the Abyssian's strategy. So if you're familiar how to beat an Abyssian deck, you're not gonna have problem at all. But you need the adequate cards. Okay, again, my war here, that's why you don't want Boars and you want Sarlaccs, attacked him, so he took back 4, and he's again in full health. This is the worst thing. When one of your minions attack him, is the worst thing because he takes this amount of damage back, it's double. This is the worst thing. So as long as you attack him and he use Grimes again. Yeah, always useful. Okay, that's as you see, you never know what kind of minion will appear. So as long as you attack minions on him, it means that he will take back health double the damage. That's very bad because you don't want it. You will never finish this game if you're gonna let this happen. Of course, unfortunately, Gore is a battle pet. He uses his own brain, so he attacks whatever he finds first. So for example, this time I guess, he wants to attack this one, the Tombstone. Because the Tombstone appeared in front of Gore, so he won't be able to attack the General. But anyways, not so much information, those information are useless. I've destroyed the Tombstone because it's provoke. It appears because you kill one of these minions. I don't remember the name of the minion, sorry about that. It's one minion that when you kill him, his dying wish is to spawn a Tombstone with 10 defense with provoke. Anyway, so the Desolator will play the catalytic role in order to destroy the Scion. So I'm still killing, sacrificing the... Where is him? Yeah, the Desolator. I don't know what happened again. Sorry about that, this is a delay. I didn't use them on real time here. Something happened and they don't appear on right time, or real time. So the Desolator is gonna be completely, unbelievably useful, because even if you won't have any other way to steal health from him, the Desolator will help you to steal unlimited times health from him. So again, my Desolator is in my bar, because you can use it unlimited times unless somebody will dispel it. So this again, it happened. He had attacked 1, he took back 4. So this is what happens. It's good now that my Gore is up here on the right corner, on the right corner. It means that he won't do the same mistake again. He's gonna attack all the other minions around him, but not the General. This is the most important. Never attack the General. Or at least, if you have a minion that he already has, his defense probably is gonna work. If he already has his defense, give him a power strike. What else can I say? Generally, be aware of attacking the General, because he will counter-attack and he will gain the same amount of damage back as health, and you don't want that. So again, one more time, Desolator, you're gonna be really exhausted by watching this tactic over and over again. Desolator is the most important card for this match. It's the most significant tactic I've used. I don't know, probably there are more tactics. I'm sure there are more tactics to use in order to win this boss battle, Scion of the Void. But mine was this. I thought in the beginning, because if you will watch my channel, you will see that most of the boss battles, I've won them by using a mech deck with Vitruvian or with Vanner. Yeah, of course, I use also Songhai sometimes. But this time I thought, let's try my new deck, and I believe it's pretty powerful, pretty useful. As you see, especially the Desolator is something amazing, because as soon as you will have 9 mana here in order to use, you're gonna use one Desolator that costs 4, you're gonna sacrifice him, you're gonna put him back to your deck, and you're gonna use him a second time, as I do here. So the most important part, and of course, as you sacrifice him, you take also 1 husk with 4/4. That's also very important, because you will have, in the end, unlimited husks ready to attack him, actually to counter-attack him, because you won't attack him, you won't attack Scion, because it's gonna be futile, it's gonna be in vain, and you don't want that. So exactly that's what he's doing. He is attacking my minions, he's taking damage according to the numbers of my minions, of the attack of my minions, and he doesn't take any health back. you have to be very careful. Of course, a shadow, this minion here, Keilano, is the worst thing that could happen. Of course, that was useful by Gore was there, and I used Punish. Or did I? I didn't use Punish. I don't know. I had the lure, of course, I had the lure. So I put him up on my crypts. And Shadow Crypts, and this means... Okay, once more Desolator in the game. I will destroy him, I will sacrifice him, I will bring another husk on the game. He's gonna go back to my bar here, and I'm gonna summon it once more. Okay, he died because he was on the creep. I didn't have enough mana, so he's still here. Okay, I don't know why I've been angry here. I think that he did a movement that made me angry. I don't know why. We're gonna stay together actually because of this delay. Probably he used to flew away. I think he flew away. No, not because of a force field. No, definitely not because of him. Yeah, actually, I don't care about him because I don't have rush monsters, only one. So, okay, I bring Desolator once more. I sacrifice him. I bring another husk in the game. Yeah, I will sacrifice him with a Bloodbound spell. Yep, as easy as that. So he steals 2 of his life points, of his defense, and I'm gonna bring him back in order to steal 2 more and give them to my general. This is an amazing tactic. You can do it also in match, of course. Is a little bit annoying, I know, because I've seen this against me and I didn't appreciate it at all. But since now, okay, he used this, that made me angry. That made me angry because he was with 1 card and I thought, okay, it's time to kill him, but he used this card to draw 6 cards to fill his deck, and he really made me angry. That's why I used this emoji before. So he brings some more monsters, some more minions, since now he has many cards. And on the next turn he's gonna bring even more. But that's normal. I mean, of course he will have alternative tactics in order to stay a little bit more alive. But I didn't understand, I haven't understood yet that he doesn't fly. I mean, he's a flying general. I didn't understand why he doesn't fly away. Okay, something happened again in the future. I don't know what, really. I don't remember exactly why I was using these emojis. Oh yeah, I think he flew away this time. Yes, because I used Desolator, he fell to 5. He fell to 5 and to 4. But since I needed only 1 more turn in order to devastate him by sacrificing 1 of my Desolators, bringing him back in the game, and that would be the end. So he brought, yep, that was it. He brought Shadow Dancer, which I always hate when I'm against. So he took back some points. He left also, I think, and of course he killed some minions. No, he didn't leave this turn. I think he's gonna leave later. Now, of course, some minions will die, so he will take some more of his health back. He's gonna take much. Okay, but now accidentally Grimes brought an EMP in the game. Of course, his opening gambit doesn't work, so he didn't dispel all minions because his opening gambit is in order to dispel all the minions on the field. But since Grimes spawned him, summoned him, his opening gambit is not effective. So now he has only 7. Of course, he's gonna take some more due to Night. How is it called? Shadow Dancer. I cannot see her now. I don't know why Gore is appearing. So he brings also a Vorpal Reaver. Actually, he's gonna use most. Okay, yeah, he takes also 3 more health and he damages to my general. So he came, if you can say so, he made a comeback. He's gonna make many times comeback because he's a very powerful, in my opinion, a very powerful boss battle. So now, actually, he is using the last of his cards because of this spell card that he used before, which made me crazy. Anyways, I cannot even use that in order to of his minions to attack him, because he doesn't have any minions around him. They're all mine. So this card is useless. I don't know why I'm not replacing it. I really don't know. Probably because I believe in a miracle. I don't know. But anyway, after his small break with Shadow Dancer, I killed her. So I continue my tactic with the Desolator. Once more, I have to say that you have to understand, if you're gonna use this deck, you're gonna need all 3 Desolators. Why? Because Desolator is the most useful card in this deck, in this boss battle. You're gonna use it more than 20 times. Okay, yeah, I'm a little bit excessive, but it's true. You're gonna need it many times. You're gonna need to bring him, to sacrifice him, to bring it back, to sacrifice him. It's gonna be like that. Because it doesn't affect you, even if you sacrifice him and you lose 2 health on your general, your Desolator is gonna bring them back to you. So it's nothing at all. So I think that emoji is because he flew away. I believe that, yeah, actually he's gonna leave away. So he left now with 10. I don't know even what's happening over there. I mean, I wasn't thinking so much about what's happening there, because the most important for me was what happens here in this area. Of course, it's normal that he's gonna bring some more minions. Now, of course, he has only 1 card. That means that he won't have any more minions to add. I believe that he leaves. That's why my emoji was before so pathetic. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know why I'm laughing now. It's something that I don't understand. If there is this delay. This delay actually doesn't help me to understand why I was using all these emojis. So, once more, I'm gonna bring back the Desolator. I'm gonna steal 2 more health from him. He's gonna be all the time, yeah, he's gonna be like all the time like this. So I used Sarlacc in order to open this force field. I'm gonna destroy this. I don't want that. That's the most important. Also, not to let him stay with any minions, because that was good. That was good that his gore killed my Desolator. Okay, that was not so good, but what can you do? So, since he destroyed my Desolator, it means that he returned back here. I don't see where he is. Normally he should be somewhere here. I think he's gonna return on my turn. I don't know. Probably on the replay it's a little bit different. So, once more, the battle pets have to attack first. Nothing special. So yeah, I used Punish in order to destroy his Black Solos before he becomes strong. That's very important. Oh yeah, he flew away here. I didn't even realize. Actually, I remember that he fled once. So I'm bringing... Look how many husks I summoned. Only because of my Bloodbound spell and only because I was using Desolator. So I bring once more Desolator. I'm gonna sacrifice him once more. I brought the second one. Okay, actually they were here. I don't know why they didn't appear. That's weird. I mean, normally they have to appear. Of course, in the replay it's a little bit different. I don't know. Maybe I'm using the replay a little bit wrong. But anyways, I just want to explain to you the tactic that I've used. So he flew again, once more. That was a little bit weird how exactly he did this. He turned one of my minions, one of my husks actually, that's useless, really, into Wraithling. So it's about to lose. Yeah, actually I don't need to do anything else. I just bring a Desolator, I take 2 health, I sacrifice the Desolator, and I'm gonna bring him one more time for the last time. I'm gonna steal the last 2 health from him, and I'm gonna win. Yeah, and the last Desolator. I steal 2 health from him, and that's all. Yeah, that's it. So actually, in order to win this battle, in my opinion, okay, because you can use any deck, I believe that any deck can win Scion of the Void, of course, as soon as you have powerful minions that will surround him, they will destroy his strategy. Of course, he's a flying boss battle, so it means that he can leave from your trap anytime. That's also something that he has extra that most of the bosses don't have. He's a flying one. Nobody can attack him because he will counter attack and he will take this damage back to his health. So his health will be increased. So normally you don't attack him because you don't want him to counter attack. Anyways, I hope I helped. This was, in my opinion, one difficult boss battle. Check on my channel also the other boss battles. I've got many. I've played with many bosses, and I believe until now I've played really well. I don't know, of course, your opinion. I would like to see your opinion on my comments below. Make a like because it helps me, because it helps me to continue. Of course, I don't play only Duelyst, I play many other games and not only alone. You can check my channel, and I hope you liked it. So thank you very much for watching. I was Chris X, and I'm gonna see you all next. Goodbye.